I come downstairs in my house, sit down, go to turn on the TV because I'm going to catch up on a couple of things before I kind of refine my notes a bit more. And turn on the TV. I guess the last channel I had on was Showtime. Mm-hmm. Guess what was on when I turned on the TV?
RoboCop.
So I took that as a sign, and I just watched the rest of the movie from the point that I picked it up at, which is the fourth time I've watched it in the last week in prep for this show. So, to all the listeners out there, I do my research very thoroughly, and I watch the film multiple times before we sit down to talk about it. And the first time I sit down to watch the movie last week, I have my Steelbook copy, I think the same one that you have.
Yes.
Which replaced my Criterion collection because my Criterion collection DVD was awesome, but I wanted it on Blu-ray. And because of Orion being bankrupt, I believe the Criterion collection is out of print with the RoboCop. If it ever comes out with a Criterion collection on Blu-ray, I'll probably buy it for sure. But I got the Steelbook to replace it. Was super stoked on the Steelbook, but hadn't watched it yet. I sit down to watch it for the first viewing, and it's super glitchy. Like, I couldn't get 2 minutes into the movie, and it just keeps glitching and pixelating and everything. So I really freak out, think, oh shit, the disc is bad. I bought this 2 years ago. I'm definitely not going to get a refund on it now. So I freak out. I immediately look to order another copy. The Steelbook is at a higher price now. So I figured, well, fuck it. The Arrow version I can get for, maybe under $20. So I ordered the Arrow version, which has a ton of shit on it, the Arrow video. And before the Arrow version arrives, I sit down to try to give the Steelbook disc another look, another try. Pop it in the second time. Beautiful. No glitching, no pixelating, runs perfectly. So I don't know what happened there, but I now own 2 copies of RoboCop on Blu-ray. The Steelbook version and the Arrow video version. But the Arrow video version, I think, has a lot more extra shit on it.
Yeah.
So I might just swap the discs between the two and put the Arrow video version into the Steelbook case and keep that. And that's my nerdy anecdote.
Thanks for sharing, man. That's hilarious.
I just thought it was really funny that that when I sat down and turned on the TV, RoboCop was playing.
Yeah. It's weird. The universe pulls our topics and makes them relevant in one way or another somehow.
Well, I know that for the longest time, especially since I've been on furlough, Total Recall was playing constantly, and I would just always have that on. So I think now they switched from Total Recall to RoboCop. You got anything to wrap up with RoboCop, or are you done? You got everything said that you wanted to say?
Yeah, just check out the movie, guys. If you haven't seen it in a long time, it's worth a revisit. Or, buy yourself a copy. Or buy yourself 2, like Chris here.
And it might be 3 if Criterion gets around to releasing a new version of RoboCop.
But yeah, it's a great film. Also, we are recording this on April 1st, so it's April Fool's Day, which is funny. And it's my youngest sister, Samantha Norgren's birthday, so I wanted to just give her a shout out, say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sam.
Hope she's doing well. And if you are stumbling upon this podcast and you don't know where we're about, we are based out of San Diego, California, and we do movie reviews every Friday with pop culture news and weekly recommendations. And, we just try to have fun and keep you guys entertained every week. We've been doing this for about 4 years now, if you could believe that. It's pretty insane.
That's crazy. I remember when you guys started too. I remember listening to those first episodes.
Right? It's been a hell of a ride, and it doesn't feel as long as it's been. You know, we've got a lot accomplished. I feel like we've come a long way, and we still have a long way to go, hopefully. So I wanted to say thank you to you, Chris, for jumping on and helping me do these kind of independent episodes, as well as just supporting the show as a whole and supporting me, as it's not very easy to keep something like this going, while juggling everyday life, especially in today's climate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, dude, you're absolutely welcome. You know, you're a good friend of mine, so I absolutely support you in what you do. I always have fun jumping on and doing these episodes with you. We try to make it a monthly thing, and hopefully we can, because, like I said, there's a ton of movies I want to talk about. We got a good schedule, I think, in my opinion at least, coming up for the remainder of the year. Hopefully those episodes will be just as good as the ones that we've done previously. This one included, I hope.
No need to hope, man. They're always solid. So don't worry. But yeah, thank you. And to everybody listening out there, you can find this podcast on all major podcast platforms as of now. New content every Friday. Thank you for supporting us, giving us those streams. If you do like what we're doing, don't be shy and give us those 5-star ratings. If you have a minute or two to spare, write us a nice review. Hopefully a nice review, please. And yeah, until next week, our regular co-host James Warney and DJ and artist will be back, and we are going to be discussing Rian Johnson's Looper, which is a great film in its own right.
Good movie. That's another one I've just watched again recently.
Nice. Well, hopefully, maybe, just maybe, you can tune in and listen to that episode if you're feeling generous.
I will.
But yeah, Looper coming at you guys next week, and happy Easter for anybody who out there who celebrates the holiday.
Hey, even if you don't celebrate, man, Easter's all about the Reese's peanut butter cups for me, and the Reese's peanut butter eggs.
Oh yes,
that's what I'm about.
The candy. Don't forget the candy.
Also, Cadbury eggs are awesome.
I love them. That's my jam, dude. All day. But thanks so much, man. This was so much fun. And until next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Support movie theaters when you can, and please get vaccinated when it's your turn. Oh yeah, definitely. And continue to wear a mask for as long. Absolutely, wear a mask. Even after your vaccination, wear a mask until we know for sure that things are much better. All right, my guy. All right, dude. Thanks for having me. No problem.
Fellow executives, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the future of law enforcement. Ed 209. The enforcement droid, Series 209, is a self-sufficient law enforcement robot. 209 is currently programmed for urban pacification, but that is only the beginning. After a successful tour of duty in old Detroit, we can expect 209 to become the hot military product for the next decade. Dr. McNamara.
We'll need an arrest subject.
Mr. Kenny.
Yes, sir.
Would you come up and give us a hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kenny is going to help us simulate a typical arrest and disarming procedure. Mr. Kenny, use your gun in a threatening manner. Point it at Ed 209.
Yes, sir.
Please put down your weapon. You have 20 seconds to comply.
I think you'd better do what he says, Mr. Kenny.